Hey guys, it's Lem here again, your tech guide. As you can see on my table, I've got a lot of gimbals here that I'm going to be doing a comparison test with the Zhiyun Crane M2. Also, I will be doing a camera compatibility test as well. As you can see, I've got my Sony a6500, my OnePlus 7 Pro, and this action camera right here, which is very small and can cause the M2 gimbal not balancing this, but I'll show you guys how to actually balance it. We're gonna try to do a size comparison gimbal with the other gimbals that I have here. The first one we wanna compare it with is the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. So this gimbal here is meant to be used for your smartphone devices. It is not versatile compared to the M2, and as you can see, the size difference right there, they are somewhat almost the same, but the Osmo Mobile 2 is a little bit longer. All right, now let's check out the Zhiyun Smooth 4. This one is humongous, guys. This thing is huge. So that is the difference between the two, and we'll do a measurement test as well, just to see what kind of weight we are getting from these three cameras. So in pounds, let's measure the M2 first. So in pounds, it is 1.22 pounds. For the DJI Osmo Mobile 2, we have 1.15 pounds. So this is much lighter. And for the Smooth 4, we are at 1.36 pounds. Okay, so a little bit heavier than the M2. So now let's check out those heavy-duty gimbal for the mirrorless camera as a size preference, just in case some viewers out there are wants to know. So this one here, this is from Feiyu. This is the AK2000, and when it comes to size, there is the size difference, guys. Okay. And of course, you could definitely feel the weight difference as well. It is quite dramatic. Okay, now let's move on to my DJI Ronin SC. Okay, there's the size difference between the two. And now the gimbal that I haven't tested yet, this is the Zhiyun Weebill Lab. So when it comes to the base, the handle, it is almost pretty much similar in length. Okay, and now when it comes to weight, let's try to measure them again. So again, the M2 was 1.22 pounds. Now the Zhiyun Weebill is 2.72 pounds. So pretty much double the weight of the M2. And now the AK2000, this is 3.34 pounds. So it pretty much tripled the weight of the M2. And now we have the Zhiyun, the DJI Ronin SC, 2.89 pounds. So let me double check between these two again. 2.89 pounds. Okay, so not much of a difference weight between these two gimbals. 2.72 pounds. Okay. So that is the difference between the other gimbals. the weight and the size. So now hopefully you guys have a general idea what kind of a gimbal you are looking at here. Let's try to balance some camera gears that I've got here. Like again, I have my Sony a6500, the action camera, my OnePlus 7 Pro, and when it comes to payload on the M2, the maximum payload it can handle is 1.58 pounds. So your setup on the mirrorless camera cannot go over than that. I did test out the Sigma 56 f1.4. It is below the payload, so I could balance it along with the other lens, the Sony 1018 f4. That one you could balance. The only thing that this cannot handle is the Sigma 16 f1.4, which is a bummer, guys, because that lens is amazing. With that setup, with a 64 or 6500 with a Sigma lens 16, it is just over the payload, so it cannot balance it. It can balance it, however, you are burning or working out the motor of the gimbal, and also the battery life will drain much faster and the footage is quite shaky. So it's not worth to go for that setup. The best setup would be either to use your kit lens, the 16 to 50, or the 10 to 18 from Sony. So now let's try to mount some camera here. So the first thing I want to mount is this action camera. So if you want to mount this action camera just alone by itself, it is not gonna work, guys. You do need to use the smartphone cradle or holder because it acts as a counterweight. So let's grab the screw on the side here, and let's put this action camera like so, and let's mount it on this gimbal. Okay, so let's play around with the tilt first. Let's balance the tilt, make sure it's nice and balanced. As you can see, it's nice and balanced. So now let's play with the roll. Roll is a little bit of offset here, so let's just adjust that, and let's move the camera on the front here. Seems it's front heavy, so let's move that direction forward. And the pan, let's see the pan if it will actually stay in one spot. So it looks like it's staying in one spot, guys. So this one here is pretty much completely balanced, guys. I could turn on the gimbal. Let me just make sure that I get the final balance on the top here. Oh, we're a bit off a little bit. There you go, balance. All right, so let me just turn this on. All right, there you go. So we've got the first one here, balance, the action camera. So GoPro, DJI, all of those small camera will work and balance perfectly on this gimbal. So now let's move on to my smartphone. All right, just want to let you guys know that this gimbal doesn't have a locking system to lock your axis, so you really have to manually just balance it, balance the other axis while you're actually balancing another axis. So just a little quick note or information that you might want to know. So let's put the smartphone device here. Let's push this a little bit on the side. So this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. So this camera will not balance on your DJI Osmo Mobile 2 or the Zhiyun Smooth 4 with the case on. It will not balance, guys. So you definitely need this gimbal to balance it, because those other smartphone dedicated smartphone gimbal will not balance this, guys. Okay, so let's try to play around with the tilt. Let's balance this first. Okay, it seems like we're kind of okay. All right, seems like it's pretty balanced there for the tilt. And now let's do the roll. The roll is okay, that seems like, oh, it's a bit, there you go. So it does take some time to balance this. Just be patient about it. All right, that's good. And now let's just fix the positioning of the camera here. So of the OnePlus 7 Pro. So it seems like it might be, let's move this thing away. Okay. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there, guys. It will balance soon. All right. Oh, it's still. All right, so there you go. We have balanced it. As you can see, I could tilt it like that, meaning that it is perfectly balanced. And now let's check the pan. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty good. Now we could power it on. And boom, that's number 2, guys. Oh, I changed the mode here to lock. There you go. So that's number 2. This is the smartphone. All right, so now let's move on to the last one. This will be the mirrorless camera. Sony 6500 with the Sony 1650 kit lens. So again, grab your screw and just screw it on the back. Make sure you extend the quick release plate here. So the quick release plate here is not compatible with your Manfrotto or anything like that. It's just pretty much to remove it from the gimbal quicker and to put it back and nothing more. So if you are hoping for a Manfrotto quick compatibility quick release plate, this is not the one here. It doesn't come with it. Okay, so let's balance the tilt first. I know this video is going to be a long video. Sorry about that, guys, but for viewers out there who are really curious or want to know the answer and so forth, this video might be helpful for you guys before you're making that big purchase. So that looks pretty good. Oh, I should have locked it first. Just a little bit more. So like again guys, it does take some time to balance this. Now let's deal with the roll axis here. Okay, let's forward the camera now. Seems like we're almost there. Just forward the camera a bit. Balance it on the plate. There you go. Seems like it's there. All right, that looks good. Just a little bit more. Perfect. All right, so we've got that balanced. Check out the pan, see how it goes. Okay, it seems pretty good. So now I just have to power it on, and we've got the mirrorless camera balanced and ready to go. So as you can see, this gimbal is versatile, guys. The maximum payload is 1.58 pounds. So if you go over than that, you will not able to balance it and you will have shaky footage. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the compatibility, camera compatibility test on the Zhiyun Crane M2. If you have any questions or other things that you want to ask, just leave me a comment down below. And once again, guys, thank you for watching my video. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.